Welcome back here to Buffalo Park for the second match of the day. We've got the Eastern Cape Iinyathi versus SA under 19, and there we have the SA team walking to the field along with the two batsmen from the Eastern Cape Iinyathi, Iinyathi Malika and Marco Murray.
Nali kamva loMzantsi Afrika lingena makhwenkwana SA under 19 qwebisana neEastern Cape Iinyathi kulo mdlalo wesibini namhlanje. Kwena Maphaka bonakala ngathi nguye ozothatha ibhola entsha namhlanje. Ndoda ke enekamva liqaqambileyo kakhulu, kudala sisiva ngayo kwena. Minyaka eli-16 kuphela. Jonge lokhulu kuye eliqela le-SA under 19. Ncedisi Malika wama noJosh van Heerden. Kodwa bendilindele uMarco Murray pha phezulu for iqela leNyathi.
Yeah, it's quite a surprise that Marco Murray didn't start with Iinyathi Malika. It'd be interesting to find out why they decided to go with this option. Although Josh van Heerden played a brilliant innings for the Eastern Cape Iinyathi. He had a brilliant partnership with Iinyathi Malika last week against the Badgers. They effectively won the game for the Eastern Cape Iinyathi. So Marco Murray looked to be nursing a strain there in the game last week. I remember in the super over he kept going down, looked to have a groin injury, but he's in the team, so we hope he'll play.
Kwena Maphaka ncedisi Malika.
Starts well there, Mpaka starts well there, Maphaka, sorry.
Yasibone ke fana kwakwena Maphaka ukuba uza kwenza njani umdlalo omkhulu semifinal yesibini. Sabona baleliphi iqela lizawujongana neNorthern Cape ngomso kumdlalo wefinal. Dlala nge-edges Malika bhole kahle kakhulu umfana wakwakwena Maphaka. Mfana ke lo kuthiwa ukhule nomkhulwa wakhe, dlala icricket nomkhulwa wakhe. Kungoko simbona athi kule minyaka kuyo abe kanti sefikelele kwenqanaba lodlalela iSA under 19. Uthi naye xa ethetha uba yeyona nto emenze makagqwese kakhulu kwicareer yakhe ukuzokufika lapha. Sika kakuhle ncedisi Malika, ukhona uMatthew Ghost emalaphini kwa third man. Umnqonqo nje sokuqala we-Eastern Cape Iinyathi, team enkulu yalapha ephondweni le-Eastern Cape. Mdlalo omkhulu kakhulu lona babukeli. Qela eliwinileyo namhlanje liyawuqwebisana neNorthern Cape eye yabetha iTuskers Klentsasa yanamhlanje. Baleke kakhulu le over yoqala kaMaphaka. Ofela Josh. Ofela uJosh. Xelela kancinci manje ngalo Josh.
Josh van Heerden originally played for, when he started his career, he started for the Eastern Province outfit. And then when the franchise system was abolished and they came over to the professional side, started to play for the Eastern Cape Iinyathi. He played in the CSA T20 Challenge in October last year. But after that tournament, he got injured at practice. He didn't play for the rest of the season. So he's really just trying to reaffirm his place here in the Eastern Cape Iinyathi outfit. He's a powerful batsman, doesn't mind staying there in the crease and figuring things out. Maphaka, aggressive bowling there, not afraid of Iinyathi Malika.
Khona isantya ndanga, sikhona isantya. Iminyaka yakhe 16 kuphela. khotha ubhola kwesasantya kwena maphaka suka ngapha eSun Citizens mfana khona babini ke namhlanje angamanxele kweliqela le-SA under 19 khona intwana yaseKapa kuthiwa nguwaqo fani yakhe ngomnye ke naye ndilindele kukhulu kuye namhlanje naso nesantya nangona mfutshane nje.
I think he played here in the under 15 week in 2019. I remember none of the batters there could face him. He was way too fast. Post coming in.
Bola mfutshane lindele kahle uJosh. Susa nje kahle ufumana umongo. Umtsi we-Eastern Cape Iinyathi wesithathu namhlanje. Baleke kakhulu babukeli lo mdlalo ngoba kaloku kukho i-final ngomso. $1 million question is, who's going to join the Northern Cape Heat tomorrow for the final?
The Eastern Cape Iinyathi will be hoping that it's them who play against the Northern Cape Heat. Say in the 19 outfit. The Eastern Cape Iinyathi will want to do well here today against the SA under 19.
Obethwa ngabantwana man, obethwa ngabantwana. Qinisekile into yoba la madoda e-Eastern Cape Iinyathi azixelele uba funeka sidlulile kweli qela. Funeka sidlulile kweli qela. Sihlala ekhaya. Balandele baphumile noko namhlanje. Bazobukela iqela le-Eastern Cape Iinyathi. Qinisekile baninzi nabazobukela iqela le-SA under 19 kamva loMzantsi Afrika liqaqambile. Matthew Post.
I think the most important thing for the Eastern Cape Iinyathi will be to guard against complacency, because they've seen that the SA under 19 outfit is no joke. The boys are a very well trained team, yeah.
Sebenzile qeqeshi weliqela le-under 19 Shokri Conrad sebenza neliqela qinisekile naye umfana kaNeil McKenzie la Vincent Barnes nayo la bayiwine yomithathu imidlalo yabo ePietermaritzburg leve kupheleyo emibini ayiwine ngebonus point esitya iRhinos zaseMpumalanga kakubi kakhulu ngenxa yale ndoda ibholayo uMatthew Chongo Fondini
Ayakhekile.
Thetha ngecomplacency Mthungwa baleke kakhulu into yokuba la madoda eNyathi angalideleli kakhulu iqela adlale ntwana.
Yeah, it shows that the SA under 19 outfit is very different in terms of confidence and energy from the one that played last year in the CSA T20 Challenge. These guys are a bit more experienced. They know all about the competition. They know what it takes. They've seen it. And the Eastern Cape Iinyathi just playing around with it a bit. Not really rushing off 7 runs from the first 2 overs.
Mine kuJosh zintathu kumalika qhubekeka over yakhe yesibini ukwena maphaka enza umsebenzi oncomekayo kakhulu Cricket South Africa ngokufaka la madodana kule tumente ka-Division 2 kamva loMzantsi Afrika egqibeleni bona ke uba baza kwenza njani njengoba bedlala neliqela.
Yeah, it was a good idea by CSA. Joshua van Heerden taking him on there. Holding on to the ball. Van Heerden not looking to stay on strike for too long. He did that well last week, always rotating the strike there. Ncedisi Malika. If there's any criticism on his side, it was that he wasn't rotating, probably not rotating enough. Oh, played. So much power in that shot from Malika. It wasn't well timed though.
Sebenzile ifielder ye-SA under 19 qinisekisa uba la bhola edlule emalaphini. Fumana imitsi emibini umncedisi. Dlale kakuhle kakhulu, kubalekile udlala straight, klavi. Njengoba ibhola intsha nje. Ewe kwena maphaka Matthew Post banesantya kodwa ke akubonakala ngathi ikhona ingxaka nayo umncedisi noJosh. Bona nje kahle lo bhola leyo.
Takes him on. Making full use of the power play there, Ncedisi Malika. All the fielders on the offside were inside the circle. Not afraid to free his arms. Puts the pressure right back on the bowler.
Qinisekile kuba kukho abaphulaphuli nababukeli abazibuzayo into yokuba ingaba abawini be-under 19 umgangatho wala maqela bebedlala nayo kule veki pheleyo uyafana nalo. Phephuza lo bhola. Dlule emalaphini ngamanqene enkomo. Ncedisi Malika.
Ncedisi Malika.
Yabona buzixelele namhlanje ukuba nicimba nibone umncedisi Malika kule veki pheleyo ningandigqibi nami ndiyakwazi udlala lento. Yabona ukuba uzixelele namhlanje ukuba uza kwenza imitsi yaneleyo ngohlobo kufama wenza ngalo kwi-T20 cricket.
Well played again there from Malika. Post does well on the boundary.
Amava abalulekileyo kakhulu kula makrwala yase-under 19 into yoba adlale netim enkulu ohlobo le-Iinyathi. Khumbula khamadoda amakhulu kweli qela le-Iinyathi. Madoda namava, Jerry Nqolo. Gangatho kweli qela le-Iinyathi uphezulu kakhulu.
You still got players like Marco Murray, who was recently auctioned off there at the CSA SA T20 League. You also got former SA under 19 player in the Eastern Cape Iinyathi squad, Nonelela Yika. So there is quite a bit of experience in that Iinyathi team. Malika throwing caution to the wind there. Nicking the ball. Looking to be aggressive. We've said it before, it's a game of risk and reward.
Xelele namhlanje uMalika ukuba sanibonisa bakwethini. Sanibonisa.
I think if maybe you were to analyze the strategy from the Eastern Cape Iinyathi. Well played, Ncedisi Malika.
Susa nje emathangeni uMalika lo bhola. Manqine enkomo. Finally bengangeke afike tupha kula bhola idlale kahle kakhulu umncedisi Malika.
Bit of pressure there on Boast. Straying from his line there. As I was saying, the Eastern Cape Iinyathi, since they know that they still have Marco Murray waiting in the wings, Ncedisi Malika has the license here. Ooh. Good ball. Good comeback from Matthew Boast.
Kangivuke tule ayibhola. Yazicela la wicket ukuba noko kudala kudlalwa apha. Izawufaka ezinye ingcinga kuMalika ke ngoku la bhola. Nibafuneka niqaphele. Anoyithemba ibounce.
Should also be looking to use the crease a bit more, maybe move down the pitch.
Matthew Post. amjonge emehlweni uMalika emxelela ndikhona.
Like you just said, Ongs, the pitch isn't trustworthy anymore. Oh, Malika was not expecting that. Was not expecting that to move up so much. Almost hit him on the chin there. Flat on the chest.
Yalwa uMatthew, yalwa. Le nto sifuna uyibona.
Hostility here from Matthew Post. Hostility. Not willing to back down from a challenge of an experienced campaigner like Iinyathi Malika.
Wela phezu kwayo uNcedisi Malika. Mancinci enkomo. Beke yamfutshane uMatthew Post. Dibanisa noPhini. Bengenayo nechance kodwa pha uDeep Square leg.
No chance for Deep Square. The score is 31 after 4 overs. Iinyathi Malika with the bulk of the runs and also the bulk of the deliveries. 26 of 17 balls. Josh van Heerden keeping his composure on the other side. And now we see a bowling change from the SA under 19 side. Liam Elder about to come in for the SA under 19 side. Left arm spin. It's important here for the Eastern Cape Iinyathi to make use of the power play. Having seen the events of the first game where neither of the two teams. Good start from Elder. Neither of the two teams in the first game were able to make full use of the batting power play. Two fielders inside the circle. Josh van Heerden tries to take it on. It's caught. Good bowling change here from the SA on the 19 side. The big wicket of Josh van Heerden. Eastern Cape Iinyathi 31 for 1.
Kapteni we-SA under 19 George van Heerden ebesazi into yokuba funeke ndifake i-top wicket taker ye-CSA T20 knockout ukuzokufika kulo mgama. Liam Elder bowle kakuhle kakhulu kule weekend iphelileyo. Sawubona ke ba Clayton Bosch uzasiphathela ntoni namhlanje. Siyamazi ke ukuba umhle kakhulu.
Clayton Bosch stepping in. Taong stepping out. Also having the big man Andy Lemukhakane joining us here in the commentary box from the AET Tuskers to give some further insight on this game and the last one.
How's it, guys? Hope you guys are well. It's Andy Lemukhakane here. We obviously just played the game before this one against the Northern Cape Hits. Unfortunately, we lost the game. Obviously not being able to adapt to the wickets quickly. We played in PMP where it's nice and flat, the ball comes nicely to the bat, and then coming here, slow wickets, and we just came second, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a good game to watch. Yes, under 19 and what's the team? Iinyathi. It's gonna be a cracker. These boys play some very good cricket, sports cricket. And Iinyathi, yeah, you can see they started off well. 31 after 5 overs. yeah, it's gonna be a good game, boys.
Obviously, someone like you, Andile, you were here not so long ago. Tell me what's going on in the minds of these guys playing in such a big tournament like this. As an under 19 kid playing against Division 2 teams. What's going on in the mentality of a Matthew Bose right now, a Kwena Mapaka, a Liam Elder taking on such a big team?
I think as a 19-year-old, you obviously want to prove a point that after under 19, you definitely gonna play Div 2 or Div 1. You know you're good enough, so you're trying to prove a point. You don't care about what goes wrong. You know most of the time it'll come right. But yeah, it's a very good opportunity. Rise of wickets. This Bose guy is awesome. He's a very good cricketer around. Yeah. It's a very long ball, awesome, good pace. But yeah, listen, they good cricketers. We played them last weekend and we came second, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a massive opportunity for them. Yeah.
Bethi Simalika phulukana nothenti wakhe sebenzile kodwa sebenzile kakhulu lapha play fana kaMalika. Yeni kapteni Marco Marey phakami Buffalo Park Themba likuye fana kaMarco Marey. Enye into wena Andile esifuna uyiqonda into yokubana ibaluleke kangakanani na itumente efana nale CSA T20 knockout kuni ningabadlali be Division 2.
Ngathi mina ibaluleke kakhulu ngoba uyazi if wenza kahle kule tournaments there, especially ngoba kuzoba khona i-SA tournaments le nama team ase India. Yabo uba ne opportunity, ube ne chance if udlala kahle uyakhethwa, yabo. So ibaluleke kakhulu to everyone really.
Matthew Post jongene no Marco Marey bone ba uzawuzibowla na eza short balls zakhe kumntu ofana no Marco Marey. I guess another thing that we really need to understand from Division 2 teams is that since there's an opportunity for a team to get that promotion, is it like a conversation that you guys are having with the coach? Is it something that you guys regularly talk about? It's a big opportunity, I imagine, for each and every Division 2 team to sort of fight for that only spot to get that promotion.
Yeah, definitely. It's a talk that happens in. Yo, that's a good ball. That is an unbelievable ball. Post, you beauty. That is an unbelievable ball.
Eta ezo stambo mfana ka Matthew Post. Clayton Bosch. Phuma ngetata. Into esingayiqhelanga tu. Kumntu ofana no Clayton Bosch. Yawunyanzeleka kangoku into yokubana la madoda amabini anamava Jerry Nqolo, Marco Marey ukuba abonakalise lamava wawo akhe ipartnership ezawubonakala. Eastern Cape Iinyathi jonge kubo.
Some good experience between these two, huh? Played a lot of cricket together. Hopefully it shows up here. But yeah, listen, as I was saying, it is a talk in our team that obviously we want to go up in that Div 1. In that Div 1 spot. Obviously, you take it one step at a time. We know this tournament didn't count as much. We obviously tried and win. It wasn't our tournament. But yeah, it is a talk that happens in our team that we definitely working hard towards that spot of obviously going to Division 1. And I know if it happens, we go up, there's going to be a lot of changes obviously in our team, you know. But yeah, obviously I think we 2 points behind Northern Cape Heat. Yeah, we're gonna play them in the 4-day game at home. Yeah, that's gonna be a massive game for us. But yeah,
Very strong team as well, eh?
very strong team. Yeah.
Mashumi mathathu anesithathu bathathu othini abawileyo over yesithandathu mdlalo omkhulu phakathi kwe-SA under 19 Iinyathi.
Well,
And I saw that you were in England this winter.
yeah.
How was that experience?
Yeah, I felt I needed the experience. Obviously, if you go out in the UK as a professional cricketer, you know they obviously want you to do everything. They want you to win games for them. So I sort of went there for that responsibility to obviously use it when I come back here. But yeah, it was a very good experience. I opened the bowling that side. I batted 3. I knew exactly if I didn't do well, my team loses the games.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to make sure that I do well. But yeah, I felt that experience I needed. I'm definitely going back next year. It as a batter, I recommend you go to the UK. Obviously, different conditions, different ball. You know, you come back a different player really.
And obviously, it's not only the lessons that you learn in the field, because I saw that you had some interactions with the likes of Ben Stokes and all of them. How was that whole experience of meeting those cricketers like Ben Stokes and all those guys? How was that? And what maybe did you guys talk about, and what did you learn from such big names in world cricket?
Well, thanks to Keegan Peterson, obviously he was like 20 minutes away from where I played in the UK, so I used to go visit him. He played in the same team as Ben Stokes. So this one game they played Glamorgan, where they played against Labuschagne and all those guys, yeah. So I went to go watch, and after the game they obviously had drinks. I went to go chill with them. This scene was amazing. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I just asked, what's his name? This England bowler. He just made his debut. He played.
Potts.
Yes, Potts. Yeah. So I had a chat with him. I asked him about bowling. You know, what he does in the gym, and you know, he just told me. You know, so I felt I needed that chat. I didn't speak too much to Ben Stokes. Really, I just shocked. I was shocked
That's
he was
right.
in front of me. Yeah, but yeah, it was a good experience, bro.
Uba kahle mfana kaLiam Elder. Fumana nje umnqongo uMakamare. Enye into endiqala ukubuza yona wena Andy. No kunamava ngoku as a professional cricketer. Ncebiso magama mambala ongawaphosa kula makrwale esi-under 19. Qinisekisa into yokuba Nyola uyathala umdlalo Khabile Jerinqolo Liam Elder thinti wakhe wesibini namhlanje nyukela nani lakhe thinti bakhe balithoba kule tumente dlala kahle kakhulu lo mfana wakwa Elder sengxakini Eastern Cape Iinyathi thinti bane imitsi ngama-30 anethoba over esiqhenqa Liam Elder wenza umonakalo kweliqela leNyathi. Buyele kuwe Andy. Mazwe ngcebiso mfondini kula makhwenkwe, advices, words of wisdom. You've walked the road. What's important for them? How do they make sure that they stay in the system? How do they make sure that they live up to their potential? In your experience, I mean, you were one of the kids to get contracts at a very, very young age with a big team like the Dolphins. How to keep that contract? How to keep the hunger? Yeah, just advices in general for these kids.
I just think obviously they're talented kids. They're very good cricketers. They're gonna have to learn a lot from the opposition as well. Obviously playing in Division 2, good players like Michael Murray's played at the highest level. You know, so if you could just learn from them, you know, from the experience, keep working hard. I strive on that. You know, I'm a hard worker myself. You know, So I'd just advise them to just work hard. It doesn't just happen overnight, you know. Hit as many balls as you can, bowl as many balls as you can. You can only get better.
Khanganyi patience Andy monde sebenze qinisekise into yokuba amaphupho wabo ayafezeka kamva lo Mzansi Afrika semifinal yesibini namhlanje mdlalo phakathi kwe-SA Under-19 ne-Eastern Cape Iinyathi team ewinileyo namhlanje iyawugagana ne-Northern Cape Heat xolo fana ka Andile ngorhakane noko itumendeni ibintle man khanixelele ngala 50 umscore leve kuphele bengjani ubhethisha ekhaya
Ukubhethe kahle kumnandi. I'm used to my conditions, you know. I'm used to outfield. I know exactly where to take my twos, where to get my ones, where to hit my boundaries. So it's obviously always an advantage playing at home. But yeah, I just try to apply myself in that game. That was the first game where I scored 50. Obviously, I knew if I was there at the end, I was going to take my team to the end. So that was the key thing for me. Ukuthi ngihlale kuze kube sekugcineni. Yebo. But yeah, ngiyajabula ngendlela engiqale ngayo lo season yami, and hopefully it carries on like that.
Fana ka Andile Mohakane, all-rounder eTuskers, former SA Under-19 himself. Thetha mazwi amnandi kakhulu. Sibukele SA Under-19 qobisana neInyathi, dlalo omkhulu kakhulu semifinal lesibini namhlanje. Keep rotating that strike. Keep rotating that strike. It was very difficult for you guys to keep that scoreboard ticking when you guys were batting there. Tell us about the pitch and how it's very difficult for batters to score runs here. How is it playing?
Yeah, as I said, we played in PMB where it's nice and flat. It comes nicely to the bat. We just couldn't adapt. Yeah, the wicket was slow. This is the wicket where you just bowl that 4-day length, you know, and the batter get themselves out.
Risky, very risky.
So I felt that's one thing we didn't do well, and we faced a lot of dot balls, which caused us obviously to lose the game. But yeah, we learned from that game, and we'll definitely bounce back. There's still a lot of cricket to play this year and the following year.
Yo, Santya. Kwathela umdlalo lithi wide le eyeball. Too high. Matthew Boast, behave there, young man. I think the most important question right now is how do the Eastern Cape Iinyathi get themselves out of this hole? Andy? How do they go about it?
I think the way I think they should go about it, as long as Marco Murray is still in there, he just needs to make sure he knocks it in. He stays until the 18th over. If he stays until the 18th over, we're looking at about 150, which is definitely easy to defend here in this ground, especially with that wickets playing a little bit slow and a bit of movement here. So I feel if one of these batters stay in until the 18th over, the game is always on their side. Exactly like that.
Fana ka Marco Murray. Interesting tactics here from George van Heerden. Matthew Bos just is bowling his 4th over. 2 for 27. You would think that he would come back in the later stages of the game. Or is it because they have someone like Liyama Waku, who's also a simmer, left-arm simmer? Khawulela kakuhle fana ka dot le bhola. Buyisela straight ngapha kwamalaphu. Manqine enkomo. Fana kadod. Scoreboard naso siyatsho ba solid.
But yeah, I think the only reason why Boast was bowling his foot over was trying to get a wicket. Obviously, if he gets one wicket, yeah, would have been one of the big wickets. Unfortunately, he couldn't. You know, as a captain, you have to take that risk with one of your strike bowlers. Unfortunately, it didn't go his way. But yeah, the boy is still young, still learning as a captain. He's such a good captain, a very good guy, a very good batter. You know.
Good spell there from Matthew. 2 for 31 in his 4. Liam Elder. 2 for 3 in 2.1 for a left-arm spinner.
Yeah, listen, he's a very good spinner. Very nice, controlled. He knows exactly where his field is. He doesn't really give much of bad balls. You have to create it yourself, really. Also, this team, they have like half of the team that were at the World Cup, so they've played with each other for quite some time now. You know, I feel that's one of the reasons why.
Phosile mfana ka Matthew Post. Sebenzile. Qinisekisa uba la bhola idluli emalaphini. Chayele kakuhle. Mfana ka Dot. La bhola. Very, very good effort in the boundary there by Matthew Boast. Exceptional fielding from these boys. You can tell that it's really a semi-final. Boys wanna play tomorrow.
I definitely want to play. You can see they're pumped up, you know, the way they go about things. Well played. This is going to be a good game. It is a good game already.
Umdungwa mentioned that Marco Murray might be carrying some form of niggle, which could be the reason that he's been rather quiet since he came onto the wicket, which is so unlike Marco Murray.
Yeah, definitely. You can tell the way he runs as well between the wickets. He doesn't really take twos, and you know. But I mean, he's a big boy. He knows he's going to catch up at the end. He will definitely hit boundaries, yeah, as long as he's still in there. He's one guy that doesn't want to go out for his team, you know.
Hleli no Andile Mokhakane. Sibukele lo mdlalo Western Cape Iinyathi ne-CSA under 19 semi-final, umdlalo omkhulu. Qele liwinileyo namhlanje la uqobisana Northern Cape hit ngomso ngo2. Sakuniphathela ke nalo mdlalo apha ku Pitch Vision. Mdlalo obalulekile kakhulu. Bulele ke kumfana ka Andile Mokhakane ngosinike ixesha lakhe. Andile mazogqibela mfondini. Sizothi bye bye.
I really hope, and I'm not being, you know, I don't take any sides. I feel these under 19 boys have played some good cricket. I really hope they do go to the finals, and you know, they really do deserve it. They've won literally every game they've played. So yeah, thank you for having me. Really appreciate it. Thanks, man. No worries. Yeah, I
SA under 19 with a brilliant start to this game. 9 overs in, score is 58. Matthew Post, spell of his life there. Now the Eastern Cape Iinyathi looking for some consolidation. through the likes of Joshua Dodd, Marco Murray. Very capable batter is Joshua Dodd. Marco Murray with the X factor.
Hey, shot endoda namava Marco Murray fumana nje umnqongo. Bayumi nokuza kahle. Over yakhe yokuqala namhlanje. Noko kavusi.
He's doing well here, Bayumi.
Fake kepini. Josh Dodd lo bhola kodwa ikhona ifielder pha sebenzile fielder ese under 19 qinisekisa ba bafumana iminsi emibini kuphela. Kuyacaca ukuba kudlalwe semi-final apha namhlanje. Akukho ifuna ugoba uphondo. Bayumi jongana no Dodd.
You have to credit the Eastern Cape Iinyathi batters for keeping their composure after losing 4 quick wickets.
That's the key word there, composure. Which is something that I feel the AET Tuskers didn't have this morning in their innings. They panicked as soon as they lost those wickets. Taking nothing away from exceptional bowling from Northern Cape Heat and captaincy from Cam. Bethe kakuhle lo bhola. Joshua Dodd. Bene nesandla kodwa enqandekanga mancinci nenkomo lapha kwamalapho. Josh Dodd yacaca ba xa kurhana ukwayo, he's a man on a mission. Big game here for Eastern Cape Iinyathi. The crowd has come out, respectable, decent numbers. They're putting on a show here. Josh Dodd, Marco Murray, they understand that they have to build the partnership. If it's not going to be them, who is it going to be? Only bowlers from here: Thomas Kaba, Fojela, Gideon Peters, Peter, and Jay de Klerk. It's up to them, Ndongwa.
Yeah, Josh Dodd, the last recognized batsman. Well, not really him, but Thomas Kaba as well. Yeah, Thomas Kaba is a great batsman. Very much. Very much. Thomas Kaba is a good batsman.
Oh, abantu baseMonti. Abantu baseMonti. Liam Elder.
Liam Elder back into the attack. Marco Murray, dispatches of him. Stand and deliver from Marco Murray. Finally putting some pressure on Elder. Some adversity for the SA under 19 bowlers now.
Yaqala kufaka uxinizelelo mfana wakwa Liam Elder. Khangelwa la bhola ikabonwa. Marco Murray dibanise nephini. Betha straight. Kapha kwebowler. Kapha kwenhloko yebowler. Sawubona ba uLiam Elder uzawuphendula thini. Ingathi uyaqala ngoku. Ngene geareni. Asambe ntanga. Marco Murray, kapteni weqela le Eastern Cape Iinyathi, mdlalo omkhulu. Big game. Second semi-final of the day. Whichever team wins here is going to be facing the Northern Cape Heat.
Liam Elder looking to fix his lines there. Not pitching it up too much to Marco Murray. Much better there from Liam Elder. Very composed bowler.
Yabonakala la injury kaMarco. Qinisekile uba mhlambe be right. Bezawuthatha la look Lams. Chayela kakuhle. Kathathu. Marco Murray umenzana umntana. Yini futhi? Yini bhuti.
A wounded Marco Moret is the most dangerous Marco Moret you can get. I remember in the CSA T20 challenge last year, he was wounded in the game against Limpopo. He scored a quick fire 50 there. Wasn't really intending on running more singles. Left that to the rest of the batsmen.
Keyword Mdungu. Keyword composure. Keyword composure. It's very important for these two to keep that composure. Give themselves a chance, man. Yes, we've lost the wickets. Maphaka. Marco Moret. Yes, we've lost those early wickets. 4 big wickets that we lost. But we still have us. We still have Josh Dodd. We still have Marco Moret. Still game on. What a shot. Marco Moret. Sebenzile Payumi. Khaleka bayifaka la bola mibini. Marco Moret, you beauty. Over nkulu kakhulu le.
Liam Elder's spell has been finished now.
16 off the over.
It was 16 off the final over from Liam Elder. Completely messed up his figures, his total figures. Before this over, he had gone for 9 of 3 overs.
Benkhe ndatsho Mdungu ndathi umgangatho weqela ebebedlala nalo ngapha ePietermaritzburg alizofana nini. Dlala netimu ngoku that has a lot to lose. They're playing home. They can't afford to be beaten by these kids. I'm sure that's the mentality that they have. Sorry. Shot, Todd. Sebenza eboundary. Fana we-SA under 19.
Ukuthola kwabafana be-SA under 19 kuhle kakhulu namhlanje. Bayabonakala ukuba zijongo noko ezixeleleyo bazonazo ngomaxhakwazi nobe zithi hayi akho bhola itheni engakwazi ufika kuyo. Akho bhola bayincamayo. Uyabona ba nakwezinye bazama uganga nezingagangekiyo. Abancama abafana inhle lento siyibona apha namhlanje.
Yo.
Hayi bephezulu noko. Bephezulu noko kodwa umfumene uBayomi. Udoda bengayilindelanga la bhola ithe yathotywa nje isantya kancinci.
Beke watsho uAndile Mogapane wathi xa ukwelinqanaba le under 19 udlala ke itumente nje ufuna uzibonakalisa. Bayumi
Abafana be-Eastern Cape Iinyathi ayibukeke ngathi bafuna nje umtsi omnye okanye emibini ngexesha. uJosh Dodd ingathi uyayibona indaba yomkhokheli wakhe uMarco Moret uba hey kunzima ubaleka exhegweni mandizithathele nami ndizikhelele. Nango zama kwakhona fika. Wayithatha lo mfana! Alinantanga la khesha lo mfana. Ebengenamvume madoda yofika kula bhola. Kodwa into iziqalela isozincame. Ndingatangandini.
sebenzile uBayomi.
Olahle ubuke wayitshangalo.
Sebenzile uBayomi. Sibonile kumdlalo wokuqala ukubaleka kanani na into yokuba ususi isantya ebholeni.
Exactly as you said it there, Ongs. Bayomi, a couple of balls before he bowled that, you did say it's important for someone, especially at this under 19 side, it's important for these bowlers to know how to use their variations. Bayomi's skills are very different from those of Matthew Boast and Mapaka, and is making full use of those now, showcasing each and every skill that he has. Thomas Carber for the Eastern Cape Iinyathi. showed himself to be a very capable batter in the 4-day challenge. Gets off the mark immediately there.
Yabona ke uba abafana be-SA under 19 banabalandeli abakhoyo abaninzi nalapha. Nanko nyana support i-SA under 19. Support ikapteni we-SA under 19 George van Heerden. Lavuma tu gqwetha lomdlalo. Bowulile kakhulu umfana wakwaBayomi.
It's important to showcase everything that's going on here at Buffalo Park. Not just the players on the field, but the importance of the crowd that's come here. People coming in slowly but surely. Crowd has been trickling in here.
Sapho ka George van Heerden lilapha. Nanku lo liyema waqo. Wanasekapa mfondini. Kena mbukela ke edlala ku Division 1 kule season ipheleleyo. Edlalela iWestern Province Blitz beqobisana neWarriors. Hayi ndanga. Kwakunzima ukufumana othindi pha. Bowlers ezininzi zeWestern Province Blitz ezinamava zazingasifumana esanje asifunyanwa yile ntwana. Liyema waqo.
How old is Liyema? 17. And you're saying it's generating more pace than most of the experienced, than some of the experienced Western Province Blitz players. Very exciting prospect here for South African cricket. Liyema with a good first ball there. Rushing Thomas Kaba. Showcasing his pace first up. SA and the 19 fielders showing the intensity from ball 1, 12 overs in. No one has been slowing down. Taking brilliant catches from the first over to the 11th. Marco Murray, safe there. Mapaka does well with the fielding.
Sebenza eliqela le-SA under 19 liziqelele ukuba siyaya kweza final. Kodwa yabonakala uba Eastern Cape Iinyathi nangona bephulukana nothindi. Isikobho sona siyamuva. Khonto imileyo mntungu.
It's a very exciting game here. From all ends. Borderline there from Wakru.
Yabuza Marco banjani ingabe wide leya. Wetha lo mdlalo lithi hayi ndoda.
It's important to understand here that the SA and the 19 outfit is looking to play in their first final. Marco Murray takes him on. Ooh. Elder showing the right intensity there, the right intentions there. Always going for the catch. None of the SA and the 19 fielders have been disappointed by that. They love the positivity shown by Liam Elder. It's important for the SA and the 19 outfit to show things like this, because this is a semi-final game playing These teams are looking to take on the Northern Cape Heat.
Etha ngamandla uMarco Marey la bhola. Etha ngamandla. Xelela ba Funeke sile ngomso kweza final. Dlala ekhaya nodlala ekhaya.
You see there Marco Marey crouching there. Probably a groin injury. Carrying that injury over into this game from last week. It's going to be important to see if the SA under 19 bowlers change their strategy. Perhaps bowl wide of the crease to make sure that Marco Marey moves around and hurts himself a bit more. That would be the strategy I would advise.
Bayumi. Ubekeka nelaqhinga lakhe lokususa isantya ebholini. Beka nje uphini kakuhle mfana wakwaMarco Marey to extra cover. Fumana nje umnqongo.
Even with two injury-free batters, it's not easy to run a couple of runs here against the SA under 19 team. It's worse now with Marco Marey being compromised. Thomas Carber opening up the blade of the bat a bit too much there. Looking to run the ball down to third man. Third man is up in the circle. Fine leg is up in the circle. He'll be looking to manipulate, but Bayumi isn't like the other bowlers. He's going to play with the pace around a bit. There he goes again.
So sanje phemilenzeni fana ka Thomas Carper. Nokwazi tojiko kulana kukapteni wakho eqhawulela mfundisi. Petition namntu apho kaloku ongena injury. Fana ba betting athi ubetha nesiqhwala. Fana ka Marco Marey. Eastern Cape Iinyathi sondele kwelakhulu.
Marco Marey picks it up. Easy six for the big man. Bayumi. Straying off his line there as the Eastern Cape Iinyathi get to their 100 in the 13th over. By far the fastest 100 of the day.
Betha nomoya le yayibhola fana ka Marey. Bayithwala umoya qabelisa ngapha kwamalapha. Lando beke wayithetha uandile Mokgakane sithi eyona nto ibalulekileyo nto yoba fana kaMarco Marey abe pha kweza overs zokugqibela. Qala ngokubona umvuzo waloo nto leyo. Yayibona ngoku ibhola umfana wakaMarco Marey. Xelela ukuba uzayisa ngapha kwamalapha. Yekile uBayumi. Yekile lo thuba elo. Thuba elikhulu biyeba nguthinto omkhulu lowo. Marco Marey nayo dlalele phezulu. Kakwazanga ukufika fana kaBayumi kula bhola. Miss chance. Ndungu. Very tough one. But it is a missed chance.
It is a missed chance.
Such a big wicket as well.
It goes down as a missed opportunity, that wicket of Marco Marey. Thomas Carber continuing to nudge it around here, looking to get Marco Marey on strike. But that's the end of the over. 106. The score is 106 for 5 wickets after 14 overs. Ongama leaving the commentary box here. Doug joining me. Doug, what have been your thoughts on how the first 14 overs have played out so far?
It's been entertaining. It's been a good advert for cricket. Speaking about adverts for cricket, how's that for a cricket shot? Just cuts into the offside.
Great shot there from Thomas Carver. Waited for the ball to get to him. Played it behind square, behind point. Using the pace of Liam Awaku there.
I think this partnership is really important for the Eastern Cape Iinyathi. That one just being worked down to the fine leg region. I think that the SA under 19 side have shown a real aggressive nature in the way they play, and that's been testament to all the work that's been put in, that they're allowed to play with such aggression and confidence, and that's how they've won 3 out of 3 so far. I think that there is still space here for Eastern Cape to get back into the game, and through their captain Marco Murray, he's been absolutely phenomenal. He's actually batting slower than what he usually would, but he's got 43 of 28 at this stage. So yeah, I think it's everyone's on the edge of their seats. We've been hearing all of the fans on the side of the long room here with us. This time going down on one knee, and just a single.
It'll be important here for the SA and the 19 side to get the big wicket of Marco Murray. They can't see him. They can't allow him to see out these innings for the Eastern Cape Iinyathi. Because with him there, the score can get to anywhere around 170.
And it is wicket time here. A slight miscommunication in the middle, and Thomas Keba looking for a run that Murray was not interested in, and finding himself wanting halfway down the pitch, throwing his bat in the end, but out of sheer desperation. That is the end of Thomas Keba. Oh man, you hate to see it. It's a rookie error.
Thomas Carver there. No need for that run, knowing that Marco Murray is injured. The entire innings, Marco Murray hasn't taken any risky singles. And Thomas Carver had been there long enough to understand that. So you can't really fathom why he would try to run like that. Especially playing against the SA under 19 outfit, who have been by far the most energetic fielding outfit that we've seen today.
I mean, when I was speaking to Ahmed Amla last week, he was in the combox as well. And the word that came up so often when we spoke about this SA under 19 side is intensity. Their intensity, whether it's with a ball, whether it's in the field, whether it's with a bat, they play such an aggressive style with such intensity, and quite often just don't give their opponents a chance. And I mean, it's been super impressive to watch them. So I mean, intensity, that's the word.
It's important.
Waku, this could be tight.
Looked like it was heading down leg.
Umpire not interested. Waku coming around the wicket and just angling it into the batter, and very clearly looks like it's going down leg side. Good call from the umpire. 5 overs remaining, 112 for 6.
It's quite clear that the intensity you're talking about is in the team mentality. It's something that the team has quite clearly spoken about, and they know that they will be depending on it. It's very important for them, because it's not just the games that you were talking about, it's also in this game. Everything, the SA and the 19 outfit is well drilled.
Yeah, look, I mean, they're an under 19 side. They've got lots of energy. They should be the most energetic team in the competition, and they should be the hungriest team in the competition. yeah, I mean, they're out there to represent themselves. James coming into the attack. First ball has been bludgeoned down the ground. It's a huge hit from Marco Murray to bring up his 50. Marco Murray, the captain himself, putting together a captain's knock, and some huge appreciation here in the grandstands for a superb knock.
The under 19 bowlers should be looking to make Marco move. Keep Marco moving in the crease here, keep him guessing. Bowling lines like that. Because he doesn't mind standing and delivering.
Yeah, well, we know that Marco Murray is probably one of the most powerful hitters in the country. And there's no exaggeration there. He can really strike a ball. So going into these final overs, I'm trying to keep him off strike as much as possible. But it's interesting now, that tactic of bowling bow start in the early overs, obviously, you know, really trying to ride that momentum that he had. The question is now, as we go into the final overs, do they need that boast over just to see them through?
Yeah, at the time, the tactics seemed to work pretty well. It made sense to go with that momentum.
Having said that, though, they do have Kwena Mapaka
And Waku.
Waku to come out and see out the rest of the innings. And they're more than capable players as well. So there's a great all-round depth within the team.
Brilliant tactic there from the SA under 19 bowler. Made sure that he opened the field up so Jay de Klerk could get that single and he could keep the strike.
It's a good recovery in the over after a massive hit on the first ball. This Iinyathi side, look, they wouldn't want to be losing any more wickets because we're already starting to dabble in the depths of the batting lineup. However, you know, as long as Marco Murray is there, with 4 overs remaining, 160, 170 is definitely on the cards. And I mean, all the cards are in Marco's hand.
It's important for the SA under 19 side to keep Jay de Klerk on strike here.
Just straying down leg side there, that angle coming around the wicket. Unfortunately, just pushing it a little further than he would have liked. We saw that LBW appeal in his previous over, just angling down leg side. You can see what he's trying to do, get between bat and pad, cramp the batter for space. That's a much better line, that just being pushed out into the offside.
Jay de Klerk won't struggle to find the gaps on the field here. Trying to make sure that Marco Murray gets as much of the strike as possible. SA under 19 boundary riders are ready.
This time just pushing it wide on the offside. I think he's just worried about bowling a bit too straight because Marco Murray is showing real power down the ground, being able to hit it into the leg side as well. So you'd think that the perfect delivery at this stage is that wide Yorker, just to make sure, and that's probably what he was going for there.
It's important to note, as Marco Murray tries to smack one down the ground, it's important to note that up until now, the SA under 19 bowlers haven't really shown the Eastern Cape Iinyathi batters any respect.
I wouldn't go as far to say it's no respect, but they're definitely not stepping down from the challenge, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's a better way of putting it.
The Iinyathi won't be looking, will be looking to get runs off every ball, but the SA under-19 side, they wouldn't mind the singles as long as the boundaries aren't being cleared. At this stage, you know, if under-19s can restrict them to less than 150. Oh, but look at that! Oh my goodness! Marco Marais has just absolutely smashed that. I mean, we've spoken about the fact that he's capable of some big hits, but that was just massive. I mean, there are a few fans in the grandstands, and who just trying to retrieve the ball.
The umpire is not really waiting for that, changing the ball. Should call back the SA and the 19 fielder there, trying to recover it. That was a huge hit from Marco Marais. He can't find it. It's a pity you can't get more than 6 runs for that.
Oh, I mean, that was worth at least 8 if you ask me. Oh, lovely to see the fans out on the grass banks. Some trampolines, not trampolines, sorry, jumping castles. There for the kids' entertainment. But I mean, if you ask me, there's enough entertainment out in the middle. Marco Marais putting on a show.
It's important to see how Waku responds, how he recovers. Still got 2 more balls to come in this over.
Oh, that's not a bad delivery. He's flirting with a wide line, but this time on the right side of it. So over's already gone for 11. But, if Iinyathi can just maybe score a few more runs off this final ball, it will be a very successful over as opposed to just a successful one. That's a fantastic ball to round out the over. Well, we thought that would be the last ball of the over.
Cracks it. Marco Marais. Perfect connection there. Plays the ball behind square. Plays it behind point. Waited for that ball. Knew that Walker was aiming for that wide line.
Yeah, Waku just aiming for that wide Yorker and missing his length by a tiny slither. And Marco Marais says, thank you very much. I'll take that. And he's moved on to 63 of 37 deliveries. I mean, he's absolutely bludgeoned this SA under-19 attack, which has been so consistent so far in the tournament. And no one has really been able to tear them apart like this. It's just so impressive.
Mapaka now coming back into the attack.
Just to give you an idea, Marco Marais going at a strike rate of 170.
Mapaka back into the attack. Jade de Klerk on strike. Easy signal there for Jade. Gets Marco Marais back on strike. It's important for Mapaka to make sure he doesn't pitch it up to Marco Marais.
that one's got a slower ball that's just been so uncomfortable for both batter and wicketkeeper. And it's come off his back and the wicketkeeper's fumbled it. And they've gone through for a leg bye. Very interesting delivery, that one.
Yeah, Mapaka there realizing that the SAN19 bowlers have lost their way a bit, not really bowling those slower balls anymore that were so successful earlier on in the innings. The likes of Bayumi using them successfully, effectively.
Wouldn't be surprised if Bayumi bowls another over now. He's been bowling at the death quite often. And I mean, I just think that it's been a real dominant display from Marco Murray. To be honest, there's been no other batter that's sort of put them to the sword. So Mapaka. How was that? That was given. De Klerk just going after one that's going down leg side, and a huge nick. And easy take for Prince behind the stumps as Eastern Cape Iinyathi lose their 7th wicket.
No balance there from J. de Klerk. Was falling away as he played that delivery. And that brings to the crease Papama Fojela, the veteran Grootman. Papama Fojela more than capable of hitting the ball out the park. Marco Murray doesn't have to worry about being the only one scoring the big runs now.
Got to wonder. So there's 15 deliveries remaining in the innings, and there are a lot of runs that can still be scored. So it's a real tilting point now as to how these final 15 deliveries go. If Iinyathi somehow don't manage to get over 155, it's SA under 19 in the driving seat. But if Marco Murray and Fojela can tee off here and push it up to about 170, it's a whole different ball game. So these last 15 balls of the innings, absolutely vital. Started off with a full toss, but wouldn't mind that it's just a single. So far, very tidy over, only going for 3 runs and getting that wicket. It's crunch time here in the semi-final. Can SA keep their composure? He's backed away from that one, driven it into the covers. Shy attempt, considering the second one, but after that run out, I don't think willing to take any risks.
Marco Murray will be trying to navigate his way into the last over here.
It's interesting to see that Mapaka's just sticking to that back of a length. It's making it a lot harder. Both of these batters will want it in their arcs, and I don't believe that the plan will be to bowl full. We saw it last week at Pietermaritzburg. Wicket was very true, but even then it was back of a length deliveries that were hindering the scoring. On a track like this, where it does seem to slow up on the shorter side, you'd definitely be looking at back of a length in these final 12 deliveries.
Of course, that's where they seem to have lost it in the middle overs. And the Eastern Cape Iinyathi were able to get back into it. They stopped going into that ploy of not pitching it up, not using the slower balls, and making sure that they're not putting it in the batter's arc. But Fojela will be looking at Kau corner here. between Kaukona and Longon.
Waku coming in, brilliant length. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. Dot ball to start the penultimate over. For Jela, does he go after him or does he try and get the big man Marco Maria on strike? It's gone full this time. They might consider a second, and they do get through quite easily.
Marco Murray not really running hard there.
Probably that's that injury that he's been struggling with. He's had a swing at it. What a fantastic grab. Ronan Arman with a specky of a catch. Goodness me. And that is just marvelous. It's caught the outside half of Fogela's bat and gone just behind square. And Ronan Herman has snatched it out of the clouds. Oh, it's superb, and you know, it's a joy to watch, isn't it?
The Buffalo Park faithfuls have been treated to some great, brilliant fielding here from the SA and the 19 side.
Some of the safest pairs of hands in the game at the moment. The catching has been superb. The fielding has been brilliant. It's that intensity, we spoke about it. And a good time to be taking another wicket. And more importantly, or just as importantly, it's a dot ball.
Keeps Marco Murray off strike. Now Bapita now walking in. Not that far off from 19 himself. Had a breakthrough season. Had a breakthrough season for the Eastern Cape Iinyathi last year. Local boy, Hudson Bark.
That's a good delivery. Well played, well navigated by Peter down to the third man boundary. Gets Marco Murray back on strike. Can't imagine he's going to sit around and block it out.
It'll be interesting to see these last two balls from Liam Mawaku.
It's come back nicely after 3 quite expensive overs, going for 29. And this over only going for 3 runs so far, and obviously getting that wicket as well. Murray's gone across, he's mistimed it, and it's straight back to Waku. And he's got a little something to demonstrate as he's got himself another wicket.
The Eastern Cape Iinyathi.
Just have a look at that. Oh, he's loving it. And we spoke about the Eastern Cape Iinyathi faithful. Up on their feet, clapping away for Marco Murray. Scintillating knock.
Brilliant innings from the Eastern Cape Iinyathi captain. 64 runs of 41 balls, 5 sixes, 5 big sixes. Wouldn't have been a good innings without his runs there. Carried his team. Got to the crease when they were in big trouble. But now it's up to Peter and Peters to see if they can make it through to the 20th, to the end of the 20th over, of the 20 overs.
Yeah, I think it's vital that they get another 5-10 runs on the board. This one being worked out into the leg side as they go through for a single. 6 balls remaining in the innings. It's been really exciting, some explosive batting, lots of wickets to speak of. This is T20 cricket at its best.
Topsy-turvy game, yeah, Doug. SA under 19 bowlers coming back well after the Eastern Cape Iinyathi had wrestled control in the middle overs. You'd think that Mapaka will be looking to finish it off nicely here.
Mapaka also really good at the death, so expect those in-swinging Yorkers to Peters. So I would think that there's only two options here. You're either Yorking him or it's a slower ball, back of a length delivery. But Mapaka to decide.
Brilliant running there from Peter and Peters. But the fielding from the SA and the 19 side has been exemplary. Just made his ground there.
That was a fantastic throw. And on another day, slowish turn turns that into a wicket. But brilliant running. This time hitting it straight at the fielder. Fumbled it. Inching closer to that 150 run mark.
You can tell that the Eastern Cape Iinyathi batters are looking for that psychological mark, knowing that they have 150 on the board.
Mapaka hitting his leg is considered the run. Probably not too sure where the ball was there.
I didn't know anything about that, did Peter.
Just slowed that one up real nice. We saw that 150 is really defendable on this wicket. We saw that in the first game. 142 being defended by the Northern Cape Heat. So that 150 mark would be a real psychological boost going into the second innings. Oh, there's that shorter delivery. Aggressive bowling here in this final over.
Really showing his skill here, Mapaka. Mixing it up. Pitching it up, slow ball. And then a short one to follow. Not sure, Ngaba, Peter's not sure what he's going to get in his last two balls.
Oh, he's gone for that Yorker, and this time straying on his lines. Just giving away that wide, pushing the Iinyathi to 150. Really well appreciated once again here in the sidelines. There's a lot of tension and nerves where we're based here. It's the families of all the players, which is, you know they're feeling it as much as the players are. That's a much better delivery this time, but it's gone down the ground. And it's crossed the boundary row. Van Marais trying to stop that, but his sprawling effort doesn't stop the boundary. One ball remaining, 154 on the board.
Much needed boundary there for the Eastern Cape Iinyathi in the final over. Mapaka will be looking to finish it off well here. Nothing more than a single.
Can I just say how beautiful a shot that was down the ground past the bowler. And this time he's gone, pulled it through, and it's gone all the way for 6. Kwena Mapaka deciding to go short, and it's been pulled into the leg side by Peter. The attempted catch out in the deep, and he's palmed it over the boundary rope. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings to an end an entertaining innings. Cricket galore. The fielding was outstanding, some great bowling and some really exciting batting. Marco Marais leading his charges with a bat to a total of 160 for 9 after the 20 overs.
Oh, like you said, Doug, was a brilliant cricket all round. The SA under 19 outfit, as you can see them right now, still full of energy, hoping to transfer that energy into their betting effort. They did well, the young boys. Brilliant future here for South Africa. Bright future.
So just looking back at the last 3 games, it's going to be a real tussle between bat and ball. As much as we thought the SA under 19 side were aggressive in the field and with the ball, with the bat, it's even more intensity. They play some brilliant cricket strokes, and I think the Eastern Cape Iinyathi, the home side, will have conditions on their side, as they will know how to play their home pitch.
The Iinyathi outfit with some experienced bowlers along with some youthful bowlers. The likes of Gideon Peters with gas, bowls with gas, brilliant base. And then you've got Papama Fojela with all the variations, and he can take it in and bring it out at will. It will be important to see where Marco Murray fields, seeing as he's not as mobile as he would like to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, tune in a few minutes. We'll be back for the second innings of the second semi-final of the CSA Division 2 knockout competition, where the Northern Cape Heat are waiting for the winner of this fixture. We'll be back. them. Ongama, apologies. Speak to me. What's going to happen here? What's your thoughts?
Exciting times, Dagi. Papama for Jela, expecting him to post some serious spells up front. Experienced man, knows his conditions very, very well. He's been here at border cricket for a long time. It's going to be very, very crucial for him to execute the plans very, very well. JT Clerk, volleyballa, fana ka JT Clerk. Dlalile ke naye ke kule SA under 19 kule minyaka emidlulileyo. Minyaka emininzi uqala naye class 16 years of age. Udlala kweli qela le SA under 19 wanyuka ke wayofikelela ki Warriors. Ulapha ku Paul Adams ngoku kwiinyathi. It's going to be very interesting, Dagi, to see how JT Clerk approaches this. Liam Alder did well. Mfoza did well earlier in the morning.
Really good start here. Can expect a lot of intense running from these youngsters. I agree with you. It'll be interesting to see that left arm spin option. All of them choosing to bowl from that far end. So maybe seeing something in the track that benefits them.
Also, the wind is blowing the opposite way. So it's going to be very difficult for the batters to hit against that wind. Good observation, awareness from the captain. JT Clerk.
This time just straying a bit on his lines. Giving away the first wide of the innings. They'll definitely try to avoid wides as much as possible. Wides, no balls, any extras, any free runs. As we say that, he's straight again.
Fune to ubancedisa bafana be SA under 19. Funeke qinise umfana ka JT Clerk and make sure that those lines are tight.
This time guiding it real fine. There's a chase on here. Fielder wins the race, and they settle for 2. Real deft hands there from Mikhail Prince. Also a man coming into this game in good nick.
Dlale kahle kakhulu Prince ePietermaritzburg. Klempela veki phelileyo.
And there's a huge appeal. Probably going down leg once again, but the proactive captaining here from Marco Murray, putting the slip in immediately after that shot was played. This time going down to the sweep. Straight to the fielder, no run.
Chayela umfana ka Prince. There's anything that I've really enjoyed with this team, this SA under 19 team, they're not afraid. They're not afraid to play their shots. Doesn't matter who they're playing against. Very eventful, very busy on the crease.
I think all of them in themselves really, they believe they're good batsmen, and they believe they should be here and deserve to be here. And they've been probably told by their coach that they need to carry that confidence into the middle as well.
Says a lot about this new generation, Doug. This new generation is very eventful. They don't really believe in blocking a lot. Ingati ungumntu ofikayo. Made sure that once he got his Proteas debut, he made it count, Doug. Tristan Stubbs in that Proteas lineup. It's as if he's been playing for years there.
Oh, he showed real maturity so far, and that's the crop of player that we're looking to develop and looking to bring into our system. One that can come in and make impacts and instant impacts as well. Mm-hmm. And I think from a development side of things in South Africa, we're doing something right if this is the type of player that we're bringing through.
Forge. Bola kakuhle la bola. Fana ka Forgela. Bonanga tu mfana ka Prince. Phansi wayichiphuza. Ncedise Malika. Nxibe gloves ngapha ya. Kapha kwezinti. Lindile for lo mchiphuzo lowo.
There's a huge appeal there as Prince goes across the line. It's hit him pretty high up, probably on the thigh pad, and a bit of a challenging start here. It seems to be that the openers haven't been hitting it as cleanly. It's a bit of a slower wicket than what they've been playing on. So a lot of hard work to do for Herman and Prince, but it's been a very, very solid start so far from Forgela. Oh, he's caught the outside edge, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how they come, as long as they do.
Chiphuzile lo bola fana ka Herman. Manqine nkomo lawo. Engceleka lo bola phakathi komncedisi Malika, wicket keeper. No third man. Bola kakuhle kakhulu mfana ka Forgela. Absolutely no respect shown for such a mature, experienced Forgela by the youngsters.
And I've also noticed here with this CSA under 19 side that one often brings two. They don't often settle for one boundary at a time. If they hit that first boundary, they're not shy to play the second one. And you know, it's been such a common thing in cricket. Once you've scored the boundary, get off strike. But these guys not shy of hitting a boundary. That's actually incredibly well bowled in that he followed him into the leg side. They consider the third but settle for the second. It's great fielding out in the deep. And that'll bring to an end the second over. 13 on the board.
Zimbini ezidlulileyo lishumi nesithathu ebhodini. Qhubekeka mfana ka JD Clerk. Bowle kahle over yakhe yokuqala mfana ka JD Clerk. Kodwa ke uyafuna ukulungisa la line yakhe. Aze straight angazi down the leg side. Sibone ba uza kwenza njani JD Clerk. Khutshiwe Longone eboundary. Fumana umnqongo apho uPrince bethela kula Longone.
This time going down the ground. That's a brilliant stroke all the way for 6. And he's made that one look so easy. Dancing down the track and hitting it straight over to that long off boundary. Brilliant stroke.
Bondo zenkomo fana ka Herman. Bondo zenkomo bayayikhangela ikafunyanwa la bhola bethe kakuhle kakhulu fana ka Herman lo bhola. Faka fana ka JD Clerk eqinizelweni. It's going to be very important to maintain that pressure on JD Clerk from the two openers. They have to choose one bowler to attack. And it's going to be very difficult to choose Papama Forgela to do that. He's an exceptional bowler in these conditions. We've seen how successful pace off has been in this morning. And I think these two boys have decided that the man we're going to go after is JD Clerk.
Yeah, I think looking for that early momentum. Oh, he's gone and done it again. This time, even straighter, and he's hit that so well to target. Oh, this time he's hit it straight to the fielder. Looked like a bit of a bum ball. Almost thought that was caught. This time working it out into the leg side. Should be two. Some top running, a bit of a fumble out in the out. So far, 18, apologies, no. 15 coming from it. Score is 28 without loss.
Sebenzile mfana ka Gideon Peters kula boundary. He's another exciting prospect, Gideon Peters. Saw him last season in the CSA T20 Cup, bowling some real gas. Going to be very interesting to see how he goes against this young side, South Africa under-19 side. It's a big game. Whoever wins here is going to be joining the Northern Cape Heat tomorrow, 2 p.m. We're bringing you the game live here at Buffalo Park. For Jela. Baleka kakuhle kakhulu phakathi kwe-wickets lamakhwenkwe.
Prince will be happy to get bat on ball there. He seemed a little uncomfortable so far in the first 3 overs. Hasn't really got a start, whereas his counterpart on the other end, Ronan Herman, 22 of 10, being the aggressor. For Jela, on the money there with that delivery, hitting that line and length. I think the plan is here for SA under 19. Take advantage of the power play. One being top edged. It's going high. It's going very high, and the catch has been taken.
JT Clark sebenzile qinisekisa ukuba akayiphunguli lo bhola. Sokole ke lo mfana ka Prince. Like you said, Dougie, it hasn't been a good start from Prince this afternoon. The pressure got onto him. He had to go. He had to do something.
Yeah, I mean, it just looked uncomfortable really from the get-go. A few LBW appeals against him. Just not matches. He seems to have struggled with the pace of the pitch and adjusting to it. Having said that, Fujela's absolutely hit his lines so far and deservedly taking that first wicket.
Bola kakuhle kakhulu mfana ka Fujela. Qhawe laseMonti, qhawe leBorder Cricket. Nkonde.
So just to give you an idea, in the one game where they didn't have the greatest start, it wasn't Matthew Bose that came in at 3, it was George van Heerden. He seems to be a lot more of a calming figure, just that composed batter, knocks the ball around, hits the bad ball away. Exactly what South Africa under 19 need at this stage.
Fumana umnqongo lamakrwala ese under 19. Dlale kahle kakhulu ukusuka emakeni lo mfana ka George van Heerden. And he's did a beautiful postcard for him. Showing him some love and the SA under 19 team some love. Beautiful scenes here at Buffalo Park.
Oh, it must feel so great to be playing in such a big competition and knowing your family is right there on the sidelines supporting you.
Suka nje man. 23 kwibhola ezi-13. 24 Xebe. Fana ka Herman. Bowle kahle kakhulu Forge. Fumana la Thentumnye ka Prince. With such an explosive middle order, you do need someone like George van Heerden to sort of calm things down and knock it around and make sure that he stays there. The one long ball, powerful young man. I feel like as a skipper, you do need to have that sort of character and play that role within the side.
Well, he's also got a real good temperament about him. He's just his game understanding and being able to adapt his batting to a game situation is, it's admirable. It's something that's really good to watch. And I mean, we just need to see now, does he have that BMT, the big match temperament?
beka embindini wepitch lo bhola leyo khawuleza mfana kaHerman beka emalaphini enkomo lawo hamba kahle kakhulu iqela le-SA under 19 amashumi mathathu ebhodini thinta umnye over yesihlanu le kapita.
Yeah, Peter just straying on his length there, dropping it short. Bread and butter for Ronan Herman. Both of these players are also really good players of spin. Really, they haven't seemed to struggle so far in the tournament.
Up against some quality spinners.
On home ground advantage. It's such a good matchup, man. This is really well set up, and man, I've said it a few times. A true advert of cricket.
Yep. I was really impressed with them, how they handled Lizo Makosi in Peter Maritzburg. Left arm Chinaman from the Rhinos. Put him to the sword. These young boys.
This time hitting it down the ground, he's mistimed it. It's a brilliant snatch out in the deep at the long off. Fielder has taken that, diving forward. It's a short delivery that he's trying to pull into the leg side. We spoke about BMT. Was it the right time to go after that shot? I'm not too sure. It was a fantastic snatch out, and that is wicket number 2 for the Eastern Cape Iinyathi.
Catch lesbini lika Jade de Klerk. He's a very good fielder. Dwana Sepai. Sebenzile, it's very hard to judge with all the wind blowing here in East London. Sebenzile kodwa ke umfana ka Jade de Klerk uqinisekisa ukuba bayamfumana lathini thinto omkhulu captain yonke ye-SA under 19. Ngena ikamva lo Mzantsi Afrika madoda.
Next man into the crease, Richard Siletswane, also really highly rated amongst those who are talking, and really good batter, really nifty little batsman, good with his wrists, able to manipulate a field, can also hit a long ball, really has all the attributes of a good batsman. He's gonna need to rebuild a bit here with Ronan Herman, who's seeing the ball like a beach ball at the moment. And the two of them do need to bat out as long as they can, especially with 8 balls left in the power play. Don't want to be losing another wicket.
Chokoza. Ndoyakapita ndoda. Chokoza. Ndoyakapita. Came all the way from Port Elizabeth. From Gqeberha.
Make that jump, because you can be playing at a big school, you know, one of the biggest cricket schools in the country, but if you're not able to carry that fall behind. So you know, that jump up, there's so few players that do it, but as soon as they do, and then
It does. Benthetha ngaso. Sheletswana.
It's been a really good over so far from Peters. Coming back really well after that first delivery. Since then, it's been really uncomfortable for Silitswane.
Started off with a no ball. Gideon Peters. Kesibona uba uzawuqhubezela njani umfana kaGideon Peters. Abonakala ke uba umfana kaRichard Silitswane thanda ukuba nzima ukujongana nesantya sikaGideon Peters. Beka nje uphini kakuhle le ntwana. Fumana isibini ngokulula Richard Silitswane. Beautiful shot. Ispozo ke over yakhe yokuqala fana kaGideon Peters. Khumbule ke mbukeli ukuba ngumdlalo we-semi-final wesibini lo. Sesiugqibile wokuqala. Qela leNorthern Cape ladlula nje ngokulula kwiqela leTuskers ngalentsasa yanamhlanje. Team yokuqala uqualifier for i-finals zangomso Northern Cape Heat. Sawubona emveni kwalo mdlalo kuba ngobani abazaqobisana nabo ngomso ngo-2. Sibone uPeters uba uzasiphathela ntoni over yakhe yesibini. Ngoshozi Moshwe yena fondini gumbi losasazo. Oh, bowla kahle kakhulu Peter lo bowla. Shoes. Kelekile fondini.
Yeah, it's nice to be back in the box. Brilliant shot there. Richard Silitswane. First sign of aggression from the young man. Hammers Ngaba Peter down the ground. Valiant effort there from Jay de Klerk.
Ke TikTok. Fana ka Silitswane. Yazibonakalisa ukuba nami khona. Nami unkhona kulo mdlalo.
Composed head and those shoulders. Richard Silitswane. Been earmarked for great things. Brilliant bowling there from Peter.
Ayayijika unqaba. Yayijika unqaba. Bowler down the leg side lo bowler le. Sosa nje emilenzeni yakhe Richard Silitswane. Fumana umnqongo. Ayijika unqaba le ball. Talente le ntwana. Kwesibini ke ndimbukele. Bukela nami kupheleyo kule tournament. Fumana isibini apho. Makhwenkwe under 19.
Brilliant running there from the under 19 boys. That 2 brings up their 50. No, actually, it's 53. 53 for 2 after 7 overs. Silitswane just getting in. Herman going along nicely there on 37. At some point his strike rate was about 200, but playing the game as he sees fit, playing the situation. Gideon Peters doesn't know where to hide. The young man.
Hleli lantwana elindile. Kabona isidingo to sokubana makamkhawulelo kanye enze into engapha ya mlindile xa uGideon Peters uzixelele kuba ekufikiseni kwakho ndanga nami ndiyalifikisa iphini. So kanje makeni fumana umnqongo bethe kahle kakhulu fana ka Richard Seletswana.
Played that like an experienced campaigner. Seletswana, 3 back-to-back boundaries and then went for a single on the front for this over.
Qaphele ke iqela le Eastern Cape Iinyathi ngoba la required run rate yehle kakhulu. Ewe imitsa abayibekileyo ebhodini ingapha ya kwale besiyibonile namhlanje mina. Kodwa ke safuneka aqaphele lamakhwenkwe eEastern Cape Iinyathi ngoba le team iSA under 19 ihamba. Ingabunazo ezinye ibhola wona mntungu.
Score is 69 for 2 after 8 overs. Big over that for the SA under 19 side. Richard Seletswana, 2 boundaries in the 6th there. Really easing the pressure from the time he came on to where it is now. It doesn't really do much with the ball when it comes to like variations. He doesn't have that many variations. A good bouncer. And then sometimes when he finds his line with that pace, he has an added advantage when he finds a good line and length there. Now we're seeing Ngaba Peter. Shot. Sweeps him. Sweeps him. Unconventional sweep that.
Chayele kahle kakhulu umfana ka Herman la ball. Khawuleze uyofika emalaphini.
Unconventional placement of the sweep. SA under 19 doing the same thing they did with their batting, with their bowling and their By now, Joshua Dodd would have come into the attack. Instead, they have Thomas Carver. Dodd is the one who would play that kind of Bayumi role for the Eastern Cape Iinyathi. He's the one who's got, but they went with 2 leg spinners, a Chinaman and a regular wrist spinner. So you're just really waiting for players like Clayton Bosch and Joshua Dodd to see what they can do on this wicket, because the SA under 19 batters are taking the bowlers to the sword, yeah. So you'd expect some pace off the ball. Oh, as we were saying that, Thomas Carver starts with what looks like a googly. Starts with a googly. Wasn't really expecting that first up. Herman. Ngaba Peter there, it looks like. Takes an easy catch. Herman, 44 runs of 26 balls. did his job brilliantly for his side, set up the platform, shone the oncoming batsman. Matthew Boast, the big man, big young man, coming in.
Wicket enkulu kakhulu Thomas Kapa ifumeneyo. Sebenzile lenkwenkwe. Fana ka Ronan Herman. Dlale kahle kakhulu. Nangona engabukeki ingathi ungumuntu owonwabileyo nje.
It's the high standards they set for themselves, their ongs. The SA under 19 boys playing for his country. Doesn't want to disappoint his team. His family's here watching him. Whole country is watching. Would have loved a 50 here at Buffalo Park. It's very important now for the SA under 19 boys to not lose any more wickets in the next couple of overs. Try to make sure that they build another solid partnership. You feel that with the loss of Ronan Herman, it would be a big setback for any other team, but with the likes of Richardson, for one, the likes of Richard Seletswane, starts off shakily there.
Phinde ukhumbule ke mbukeli ukuba kumdlalo wesemifinal ke lamakhwenkwe mabini iphezulu kakhulu. Fumana uthinti wakhe wokuqala.
Important that they don't lose the momentum. But it's worth noting that in the first innings they started off quite nicely. The intensity was high and they got 4 quick wickets, and then they had a spell there in the middle session of the innings of the Eastern Cape bit the SA under 19 boys when it came to their bowling. You'd hope that it's not the same thing happening here when it comes to the batting, because they really started off nicely. They started off nicely. Now the run rate is going down a bit and a couple of wickets have fallen. You'd hope that they fix it as soon as they can. Now you got James coming in. Good line there. Good line from Joshua Dodd. Bringing a bit of X factor here into the Iinyathi bowling.
Le mpendulo ze-exam ngakabhala nobhala. Fana ka Joshua Dodd.
Good running there from the big man, Matthew Boast. The score is 86 for 4 after 11 overs. SA under 19 lost 2 quick wickets there of the set batters, Richard Seletswane and Ronan Herman. The Eastern Cape Iinyathi will feel like they're right back into the game here. But it's important for the SA under 19 boys to not lose that confidence, that mentality, that intensity that they've been going at.
Othinti nje babini kwiqela le Eastern Cape Iinyathi. buyela emidlalweni phakathi ukuba bafumana abothinti abo then baqinisekise into yokuba bayabacudisa abakhuphi mitsi tu abafana be-SA under 19. Bowula ngasemva mfana kaKhaba. Sengaphambili mfondini. Sengamphambili mfondini.
Thomas Carber making his intentions known there, that he was looking for the googly. The ball runs away. Just one run. Great fielding there from Clayton Bosch. Kept it down to 1. It's a leg by that.
Very important for the SA under 19 boys to carry on with that intensity.
Ukukhaba unamava. Kodwa ke ayilo xesha lohlonipha amava endoda ngoku. Ngathi lo nto azixelele yona uBoast ufuna umothula uneyicola le ndoda
Khona nje indoda enkomini.
betha ngamandla uNkabi jongile uVan Heerden kuba kakuhle noko kulomjikelo uThomas Carber.
Ayicela fana kaKhapha konobanga tu wetha lo mdlalo lithi hayi ndoda ayiyongo leya.
Ubukeke ngathi noko ibezamgqwityala off stump ibingabuyi ngokulinganeyo, ibingabuyi ngokwaneleyo, kodwa ke umfutho ukwicala lika
Ofela nje kakuhle fana kaBoast. Kosidingo soba mawubethe yonke le bhola. Balekile kakhulu into yokubana lo mfana kaBoast uba abe khona ekupheleni kwazo ezi innings. Ukuba iSA under 19 izawuwina lo mdlalo. Inde noko landaba. Kodwa ke bathe chuncembe bafana beSA under 19. Bafumana umnqongo pha. Bethela straight kulongono osemalaphini. Balekile into yokubana uMatthew Boast lo asigcine sa strike. Wenze kakuhle kakhulu uqinisekisa into yokubana izaba nguye nothatha le over ilandelayo. Joshua Dodd over yakhe yokuqala ibintle kakhulu. Bethu imitsi emithathu afumana uthinto omnye. Over yakhe yesibini bethu imitsi elithoba akho nothinti lo. Senhla kodwa za figures. Economy rate of 6 fana kaDodd. Sibone ba Thomas Carber uzawuqala ngala Google beqale ngayo na.
amthola imkile Matthew Boast uthi le bhola ina mama ina tata ayizosizelwa ndim ayizonixela mntweni watsho befika nakukhulu labo abafana beSA under 19 ikhulu ku-overa yes-14 Thomas Carber umntana ukwenza ntoni ayinantloni le ntwana
Kwela phezu kwakhe uMatthew Boast. bola yokuqala esemilenzeni kaThomas Kappa yocholwa zifans engceni ayayibetha ngwembaleka umntana ngwembaleka umntana ukhetha ibhola wide yenza laa nto kuqinizelelo noba ibinotsalwa la boundary iyaba ngu-6
Wouldn't have changed anything. You'd like to think that Matthew Post has done all he should in this over. Brought the run rate down. Now the required rate is less than the rate achieved. No pressure now in this over. Needs to just see it through. Nicely played down the ground there to Josh van Heerden. Matthew Post navigating the innings here, making sure that he gets the majority of the strike. As you had suggested that he'd won 2 ongs.
inhle fana ka James nika istrike uMatthew Post wena yeke enza umsebenzi akusuba umfana waka Thomas Kappa ubhowuleka kubi kakhulu phazamela line kulo mfana ka Post unqolo umkile fana ka Post umkile banjwa nguJoshua van Heerden emalapini kwalongof imitsi njengamashumi 26 ibhola ezilishumi 18 impondo zenkomo ezimbini dlale kahle kakhulu mfana ka Matthew Post kodwa ke ngiqinisekile ukuba udanile kakhulu ngokuba iqela lakhe belimdinga ukuba makabe pha kweza overs zokugqibela.
The wicket might have changed the complexion of the game.
Lando bendiyitsho into yobana uThomas Kappa akabholanga kakubi kakhulu uphazame nje line phaa kuMatthew Post wayibeka apha emelenzeni yona nto yenze kakuhle kuleni ibhola yento yokuba uyibeke just outside of stump le nto ifunekayo and ke ngoku uMatthew Post akayifumenanga kakuhle la bhola phandle kwamathandabuzo waqiniseka ukuba uVan Heerden akayiphungculi la bhola thinto omkhulu lo kulo mdlalo wesibini wanamhlanje
Now Peter back into the attack for the Eastern Cape Iinyathi. Joshua Dodd getting a rest there. Perhaps is going to come back in the final 4 or 3 overs of the game. Must remember that this is the second semi-final of the day of the CSA Division 2 T20 Cup. The winner here gets to take on the Northern Cape Heat tomorrow here at Buffalo Park. The Eastern Cape Iinyathi hoping to feature in a home final. The SA and the 19 outfit, fearless. Looking to take on the Northern Cape Heat. It's a balanced game right now. Takes them on. for a huge 6. Van Heerden thought he had a chance there at long on, but he had to say bye-bye to that ball. It's very important for the SA Under-19 boys to keep hitting these boundaries every over to ease the pressure off of themselves.
Bayayinyuka laa ndaba mlungu, bayayinyuka laa ndaba Chungcembe. Bafana be-SA Under-19. Ukuba bayaqhubekeka ohlobo uzawuphela lo mdlalo sengafiki kula 20 overs. Nqaba Peter, xinzelelweni indoda. Murray Sosa nje milenzeli. Faka umfana kaJames ukuba makajongane nale bhola ezayo. Sheke ibhola inye kwi-over yokugqibela kaNqaba Peter.
In the driving seat here, the SA Under-19. Finishes off well there, Ngaba Peter. 5 overs left. 38 runs needed. 5 wickets in hand. You'd like to think that the SA Under-19 boys have a massive advantage here. Thomas Carber to carry on. After 15 overs, Eastern Cape Iinyathi were 112 for 6. SA Under-19 are on 123 for 5. Iinyathi had that big acceleration there in the last 5 overs. SA Under-19 could probably use a measured approach here to see this game off. For Jayla, they're warming up. Won't be long until we'll see the veteran come back in.
Sashekole ngezimbini fana kaFojela.
Thomas Carber trying to change things for the Eastern Cape Iinyathi. Get one more wicket.
Fumana nje umnqongo faka kakuhle mfana kaVan Heerden.
Josh Van Heerden has been kept busy here on the long on boundary. It's been a taxing game for him in terms of fielding because he's running from long on to long on every over.
Yafieldisha la JD Clerk la boundary. Yafieldisha la JD Clerk la boundary. Sesembonile ebamba amakhethi amabini kulo mdlalo wanamhlanje fana ka JD Clerk.
He's a pocket rocket, that J. de Klerk. He's come into the game as a specialist batsman. Never seen that before from him. Just shows the abundance of talent the Eastern Cape Iinyathi have when it comes to the bowling areas.
Nenze nyane talente kweli qala lika Paul Adams. Gideon Peters. Awubona ba uza kwenza njani na kwelityili. Bethiwe ke kwi-over zakhe zokuqala ezimbini. Mitha ngama-24 kwi-over ezimbini.
Pressure here on Gideon Peters. Good shot at the stumps there from Josh Van Heerden. Would have been interesting to see if the batsman had made his ground. The umpire was perfectly placed. But with both the mid-off and mid-on fielders up in the circle, Gideon Peters is just asking the batsman to take him on down the ground.